Hello guys, welcome to my next video, and it's been quite a long time. Sorry for that, but it's been like a very busy weeks. I think my last video was 4 weeks ago, which is kind of bad, but as I said, a lot of things has happened. I was in the middle of some last career projects at the university, and I finished them. I graduated, and I was past couple of weeks I was looking for things that I could do to stay in the United States. I don't think the best idea for me is going back to my country, um, because it's not very good. I'm from originally from Spain, and so in this moment there's not a good situation in Spain right now, in terms of jobs, in terms of businesses. They don't facilitate um, facilitate the mediums, and they don't facilitate for businesses to start and to grow there. So I don't like my country. I don't want to go back. I want to stay in the United States. So uh, my problem is that as I'm international, I need a visa. So I wanted to start my own thing, but for my visa, I need a job. I need something that proves somehow that I'm here working, and that's what I've been solving right now. And I didn't have much time just to. Well, I had time, but I don't know. I just didn't grab the camera and put it there and just talk to it. So that's where I'm at. And since I want to talk about some things I've struggled with, I've realized, I've learned during all these 4 weeks, so that maybe some of them can help you, some of them can, whatever your situation is, can give you some type of tip, some type of um, knowledge that you needed maybe. And yeah, so there's some many thoughts that came to me after I graduated. First, I got some in my projects. We got some awards. We got some because we did a really good projects during the last year at the university, and we got some awards. We got some recognitions, and some thoughts that came to me after that is it wasn't really about the awards, it wasn't really about the recognitions, it was about the process of the project. And I want to keep this thought in mind from this point forward, and is that just enjoy working on the project, enjoy coming up with different solutions with the different people inside the project. That is what I most enjoyed. I wasn't focused if I'm gonna win this or that. I was focused on, hey, let's make this a real thing, a real product, a product that can um, help people, and let's come up with cool stuff, something, some things that we are excited about. It was not about, hey, this is gonna be a success, because at the end of the day, you don't control this. The market can take your product in so many different ways, and maybe they don't accept it. But you got to understand and to keep with you the fact that you enjoy the process, you enjoy working on this project, even though uh, it wasn't what people wanted, kind of, you know. But at the end, in this project, we got this award, we got this recognition. We competed in a showcase. More than 90 projects, 90 engineering projects were competing in the showcase, and it was divided into 8 categories. And our project, our game, we created a game. Our game won one of the categories inside the showcase. So it was really really nice. And that is one thought I have been thinking about, that I want to keep with me. Another one is, some people just rush after graduation. They don't stop to think. And I say graduation because that's what I lived. But people just rush through life without stopping and thinking what it is that I really want to do, what it is that is gonna ignite me and is gonna make me excited to work on, to put my time and effort on, to build something that will help people, that will you know, make me fulfilled. And people just rush. They go, hey, I finished high school, let's go straight university, let's go, because that's what my father did, that's what my father started me to do, that's what my friend did, that is what I have to do. And then after graduation, I need to get a job, I need to get a job, whatever job, I don't care, let's get a job. And they get a job, and they stay for a couple of years until they get another offer, and they get, and then you just continue without stopping and thinking, hey, is this really what I want to do? Is this job offer really for me? Is this job application really for me? We have to stop and think, or not even think, but feel if it's right for us. You know, then that is what I realized, that we are bombarded, and I say this a lot. We are bombarded with information. We are bombarded with decisions. And it's really sad because it's somehow, it's like our life is lived by somebody else, you know, not us. And that is another thought that I've been having. And I want to not rush things. I want to let the process unfold itself, and really not do anything that I don't think I will enjoy, that I will be happy on, that I will be excited working on. Just don't do anything just because somebody told you to do it, or you think is the right thing to do. No. You might be conditioned by thoughts of the culture, of your past, whatever. So that's not always what you have to do. So really analyze your thoughts, analyze the situation, and go with the decision that makes you more fulfilled. And another thing that I'm really excited right now is, I'm reading this book where it's about some founders. It's called Founders at Work, and it's about founders like Steve Wozniak, which was the partner of Steve Jobs at Apple. Steve was it's like a book about interviews to really impactful founders like Steve Wozniak. Um, what was the name of the? It's the founder of PayPal as well. He's called I don't know I don't remember the name. The founder of PayPal, the founder of Excite, the founder of Hotmail. So you got all these interviews about these people who just impacted the world with their creations, and it's really interesting just to see how these people mind worked at the moment of creating these things, what they did, what they learned, what people they got in contact with, what did they do just the process of coming out with the product and putting it in the market, you know. And it's really interesting just to learn about these people because they somehow they created all the things and this was like 20, 30, 40, 50 years ago. They created the things that we use nowadays. I think the camera moved. They created the things that we are now using. So we people think that we have evolved a lot in the last 30, 40 years. Not really that much. Aside from AI, which was a really impactful invention. Aside from that, we haven't really evolved in the last 40 years. And you see these people like Steve Wozniak, he didn't have anything to go to. They didn't have computers, they didn't have anything like printers or whatever you can think of that we have nowadays that you may think this is indispensable for me. They didn't have anything, and Steve Wozniak worked with what he had and programmed in this shitty, I don't know even the name because I haven't lived that, but it was these machines where you don't even have to program there, like it wasn't compatible and efficient enough. And Steve Wozniak created a computer, a computer out of all these things, and he didn't have they didn't have screens. He used a television, with cassette tapes to create a computer. They didn't have mouses, they didn't have keyboards. It's like crazy to think about it. Like, how do you, like, and seeing all this process of the inventions and coming up, how they created valuable products for, they were visionaries. Like, how did you know that the computer was going to be helpful for society? It's crazy. And that is another thought that I've been thinking, like, innovation just comes from an intelligence that is greater than us. It's really remarkable. remarkable. And these people like, and this is before, I think, in my opinion, like having these computers and more telephones and you know and phones. I think they are more detrimental than are helpful, even though we use it for everything. When these things came out, when the computer, the phone, they didn't have anything, and that is where all most inventions happen. When they didn't have anything to distract themselves, to think about, to look at, to distract, and all these inventions came up. And in the last 50 years, not I think there are no inventions like this in the last, like this impactful, in the last 50 years. And it makes me think like, could we focused more when we didn't have these things? Could we think better? Could we visualize better? Could we, work better without all these things? And for me, it's a yes. It's not a question. It's a yes. We could focus more, and that is why I try to use them as little as possible in my daily life, especially when I'm working. I'm not really working on some project right now, but when I'm in a project and I have to work on it, I try to not use them. Well, if I'm researching and everything, yes, but if I'm just focused on doing something, I try to just not use them at all. Like I put them in another room and I just focus. And this is another thought that I came about, like, and I really recommend this book, Founders at Work. It's gonna give you it's gonna open your mind about how these people managed to come up with all these things without having the resources. And yeah, I think that's all. I have thought about a lot of things, but these are the main things. I guess I think maybe it's helpful for you. I will try to record more videos, because not only I put my thoughts, just maybe it helps you, maybe not, but it helps me put my thoughts into words, and also it helps me as well in my communication. So I think it's really helpful to do these videos, even though nobody may watch it, or yes, and even though it may be helpful or not. So yeah, that is all for today. I hope you guys like this video. Subscribe to my channel. I will try to post consistently from this point forward. Yeah guys, I will update you as well in the next video, and see you then.